The news that everybody's been waiting for, I'm sure of. Alright, so Monday was a little bit of lows. And I'm not going to show y'all that video. I did vlog a little bit, but I am, like, my whole energy was just down. And yeah, so I don't want to show that. But yeah, my energy was down. I went to town to go achieve a goal, and it wasn't it. So yeah, it's just trying to get stuff done. And I thought it was a simple solution, and it wasn't. And I had to drive all over town to go get a part, and the part wasn't it. So yeah, that's for another day. But I will show y'all that the film, my little video after I had went to the vet and everything, because I went to town, then came back and hooked up the horse trailer, and then took Foxy to the vet. And here is the after of that. Alright, so just got home from the vet. Foxy had to go get a Coggins test so that she can still continue to run this year. I went over a couple things with the vet. She ended up getting her knee cut up, so we had looked at that. He said that the progress is looking really good. She's clear to run if I want to, so I told him I told him I wasn't running yet. He said, but whenever I'm ready, that I can. So, also, the news that everybody's been waiting for, I'm sure of, and what I started out this year with that I'm not ready to tell y'all. I have been weaning Foxy and Ceze since after Christmas. Ceze's gonna be 3 this year. So, yeah. He also gave me the go-ahead that I can put Foxy back into the field with everybody. He said that she looks pretty dried up and everything. He thinks that she'll be good to go out with everybody. So, we're gonna try to do that and introduce everybody. And hopefully Foxy doesn't bag up again. So, that is my news, that I was not ready for criticism. But now I'm going to be putting Foxy back in the field with everybody else. She has been chilling over here since Christmas. And Ceze, hi Sunny. Ceze goes out with everybody else. And then we've been swapping where Ceze will sleep in the barn at night, let Foxy out with everybody, and that's how I've been keeping them separated. But now Foxy can go out with everybody. So I'm extremely happy about that. I'm about to go feed. Got the horse trailer back here still, so I'm gonna clean that out and go park that. And yeah. So good reports all around from the vet today. I had asked him, because I was like, she's a little bit moody. What should I do about her moods? I said, I have her on Mare Magic. It seems to help. He said it's just nature. It's just nature. He said, but if she wants to, just keep breeding her. I'm like, I don't need any more babies at the house. I don't need any babies at the house. So I'm not going to continue to breed her until I'm ready for all that to go on. But she's just gonna chill until then. So we're gonna chill, barrel race, and do all that fun stuff. But now I'm gonna go feed and get everybody in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to let them out a little bit earlier while I still have some daylight out. That way I can see how they're all gonna react and everything to each other. So we're gonna get on that. Hey, Bones.
Hey, I will walk in your face. Stop it. Your face.
So, karate chop.
The neck.
What are you doing, Zay?
Right?
So, y'all know Foxy. She's needy. She likes scratches. That's how she is. But, so I had the little pole, like a little hair flying everywhere. Spring is among us. And shedding is too. So, but I did a little poll on my Instagram of asking y'all if y'all wanted me to show y'all how to do wound care and everything. A lot of y'all said that y'all wanted me to spill the tea on how I avoid vet bills. So for y'all that want to see what I go through the process of and everything, I want to go ahead and show y'all. So I will add in later about how long you need to fast forward. If you don't like seeing cuts or anything, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that. But I got to film all this first so I can let y'all know, like, hey, for the next couple minutes, fast forward. So we're going to go into this of basically what all I use. A bucket of hot water. I do hot to warm water. She wants to drink it. She tries to drink it every time that I clean her. I use a toothbrush, a rag. I've been using I have been using this Vetricyn Plus. Now, you can get this at your Tractor Supply. I had just bought me a brand new bottle yesterday for $37.99. I know it's a little bit up there, but this stuff lasts forever. So, I had went through, got me a new bottle. I still have some left in this. I just wanted to go ahead and get me a new bottle just in case I end up running out and forgetting to get some more later or whatever. And I kept telling myself is that I have the money to buy it right now. If you do not have the money to buy this, because I know like this is a little bit pricey, it does work for the money that's worth. We use this on like literally everything. Once again, if you want to screenshot that, or if you screenshotted it earlier. Also, if you are on a budget, I 10 out of 10 recommend this. It is the Farnam Scarlex spray. Basically, what this is, it's a scarlet oil spray wound dressing. It's antiseptic, germicidal, fungicidal. I have been alternating these two. I think the past couple nights now, I have sprayed this on her at night since it had rained a couple nights ago. So when the rain had came, I had like sprayed this on her. And the wound has been doing like extremely well. And then I'll spray that on her like in the morning when I clean it again. So we're not using this. I sprayed this on her last night. So yeah, I will show y'all what her cut looks like here shortly. But also before we show you the cut and everything, if you're just here to see what I use all this stuff, and then I use just a regular bar of soap, like Dove, Dial, just a regular bar of soap. I'm going to bring y'all down to a lower level here because y'all can't see it from up here. But that's all that I use. That is it. I'm pretty sure your Dove bar of soap is like $2 to $3 at Walmart. Vetricyn is like $37.99, $38 at Tractor Supply. Scarlex is at Tractor Supply. I think that's more like $10, $12. So not extremely, it may be cheaper than that. I didn't take a good look at it last night. Hot water, you can get it out of your faucet. Toothbrush, you can buy a multi-pack for like $2. So if you are a little bit squeamish, I will put a little plug in here to tell y'all how far to go along. before, so that you can avoid seeing cut. Alright guys, so if y'all don't want to see Foxy's cut or anything like that, you can skip ahead about 10.5 minutes, I think is a safe zone for y'all. So if you do want to see it, there you go. Alright, so this is the cut. You can't really see it that well, but it's healed a whole lot better. Got a hair in there. Anyway, but it's healed a whole lot better than what it started out as. So it looks like it may have a little bit of pus in there. So what I'm gonna do is start out here with my rag. And what I like to do, try to don't squeeze all the water out of that, because you're gonna want a lot of the water still in it, and you're just gonna dab it. So what that does, because like with cuts, they dry up and everything, this is actually probably the cleanest that it's been this whole time. So with the cuts, you're gonna wanna just sit there and try to get it nice and wet, soften up the area around it, soften up, like if it's coated in like dirt, you're gonna wanna sit there and get all the dirt off of it. So you add water, turns into mud, it comes off a whole lot easier. And so squeeze some water and sit there and just dab it. You can kind of see the motion that I'm doing here. I'm just putting it here, rolling it, putting it here, rolling it. I want to make sure that I get like all of this softer, and then when you notice that it's coming softer, then you can start like rub with the scratch. So like long end to long end, that's what you're rubbing to. I don't really have a particular way of rubbing it. I just find like that's easiest with me, of trying to get it all cleaned up. Maybe try to work the rag in there a little bit more, get all up in there. So when you got it nice and wet and everything, you're going to take your bar of soap. And what I do, toothbrush, and you're going to go in a circular motion, get the soap lathered up. And then once you got a good lather going on right there, I don't know if you can really see, but like all of that. And you're just going to start by cleaning up on the edges. So like I'm treating this as if there's like dirt clumped in there. You're going to have dirt all over this area. So what I do is I start with my outer edges first and just rub all around it. And then do a little sweeping motion there just to get it kind of clean. Take all that soap off. And so then you're gonna lather your toothbrush back up again. And then we're gonna go in just basically how you were lathering up the toothbrush in a circular motion. Gonna do a circular motion over top of this wound. And it doesn't matter which way you go. I like to alternate. Now, when this cut first started, I went through with scissors and tried to trim up all the hair around it, so like no long hair would get into it and everything. That's like all right here in this area around the cut. And that has helped a lot. I feel like trying to keep hair out of it, try to minimalize, I don't, how do you say that word? But just trying to basically take out any kind of extra thing that'll get into that cut. So now that we've got it cleaned up, usually like that first little thing will get all of your dirt out. So like all that of me scrubbing and everything, that'll clear all your dirt out, if not get to the cut itself. Now what this is for is very small wounds like this, or wounds that go about 1 to 2 layers into the skin. If you have a huge wound, I am telling you to go to the vet. A lot of my horses tend to get like superficial cuts like this, and they don't go too incredibly deep into the leg, into the body itself. So I'm able to get these treated at the house. So after that's cleaned off and you get all your dirt out and everything and get that cleaned up, you're going to go through again and get that. And you're going to do the same thing. Probably a little bit more vigorously. Just trying to get in there. Your key is to make it bleed in some form or fashion. Alright, so you can see like she's getting a little bit irritated there. I understand it doesn't feel good. Cuts don't feel good in general, so it's better to make them not feel good because you're cleaning them out than to let them get infected. Surprisingly, I say surprisingly, actually, luckily, hers is almost healed. So, we have been doing this, I think she had cut it Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So, we have been doing this for almost a week now. And so, yeah, it's starting to heal up very nicely. And so, when I was telling y'all that it looked like there was some pus or something in there, it was like a real yellowish kind of color, yellowish green kind of color. So you want to be able to clear all that out. And it looks like we have gotten majority of it. Up here is a little scab. I think I'm just going to leave that because I had went through the other night and pulled all the scab off and everything basically. And so that I can work with some new tissue to help it heal. So we have a little bit of blood over here and up here. The reason why I say like the goal is to get it to bleed is so that you know that there's new tissue there. It helps it close easier. It helps the healing process. So, work in here, work over here. Okay, so I want to do this. I'm going to work just a little bit right here. So I'm just gently going through because I noticed like there's a little bit more stuff over here in this inner corner. And I just want to get that nice and cleaned out. And like you probably see a little bit of blood coming through the soap there. So that's good. Alright, and at that point, I think we've reached to where we want to go. Once again, don't squeeze the rag out so much. And you just want to go over it and clean it out. Alright, so here's a little bit of a closer look right here. So, as you can see, it's cleared up a whole lot from the beginning. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just get in here, dry it off. No, I'm doing a vlog. I'm trying to do like a little tutorial here. I was like, oh, okay, keep doing that. Yes, I'm preparing her so she knows what I'm doing. So I'm just coming in here, dabbing and drying that out. No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Stop it. And so, what I'm going to do now is take my Vetricin and just do small spritz. So, and get that worked in there. And then I'm about to go walk her around for a little bit, let that kind of, since the breeze is blowing, let the air kind of dry it out a little bit, and then I'm going to do a small round of Vetericyn after that. And that's basically it with wound care around here. Just make sure that you get the area nice and clean. Soap and water is really all that you have to use, and then apply medicine, either the spray or if you use a cream, that'll work too. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully this helps with vet bills.